Now at 5, warm afternoon, and yes, a few storms on radar. I'll have your forecast.
We are live at the State Fair for the very first day, and we'll show you some of the amazing performances going on.
And we're also talking about traffic at the State Fair, what to look for when it comes to the possibility.
Okay, we're talking everything Indiana State Fair right now. So here is a live look inside at the State Fair. As you can see, the animals are live in full force and full effect.
Oh, so beautiful to look at the horses there in the horse barn. And the good news is you still got plenty of time to get out there tonight if you're looking for something to do. And as these pictures show, even though it's going to be muggy tonight and we could have some pop-up showers, there's a lot that's going on inside.
A lot going on inside, which is good because it gives you a little break. Well, clearly from some showers, but when you just need to get some air conditioning in. Now, you might be breathing in some animal smells and some hay and some other stuff.
Yeah,
but at least
I don't know if they've got air conditioning in the horse barn.
In the horse barn, no, but there are places.
areas for sure.
For sure.
yeah, that may not have it
Do you
with
want
animals.
me to take you on a tour?
Should we go to the Indiana State
Yes.
Fair? Okay, if we're heading out, what can we expect
You know
tonight?
what? Just be prepared. There will be some rain around this evening. What you see on radar, yes, we've got some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. The good news here, it is not going to rain everywhere all night. Let's get you to that State Fair forecast. This evening, a pop-up storm or two. It is going to be warm. It is going to be muggy. Temperatures in the low 80s most of the evening. You can see a little sunshine over Bloomington right now where it's 88 degrees. We've made it to 90 in Columbus, close to it in Indianapolis at 89 degrees. There are some showers and storms on radar. Let's dive in, especially to Marion County, to show you that the fairgrounds are pretty quiet just north of downtown. However, we've got a cell moving across the western sections of Hamilton County and a stronger storm right over Pendleton. Pendleton, this has some lightning with it and some heavy rain. Heavy rain and storms between Rushville and Connorsville. These are all moving off to the north and east. This area in red over Franklin County is a flash flood warning that is set to expire at 5:45. Can't rule out a strong to severe thunderstorm this evening. Not going to be a washout. I'll have that timeline and a look ahead to the weekend in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much.
And we want to get you back out to the Indiana State Fair.
That's where Ella Rhodes spent the day today showing us the rides, and now she's showing us some of the animals. Hey, Ella.
Hey guys, I mean, as we all know, a huge part of the State Fair is all the people who participate in 4-H and the show performances. So check out this one behind me. People are doing the reining competition right now with their horses. Just absolutely beautiful watching them. Oh gosh, I love it. You can watch that all day long. So that's just one of the many competitions you could see here at the State Fair. Earlier, we spoke with Natalie Gillespie from Marshall County, who has competed with her horse Ruger the last 8 years at the State Fair. Now she's doing 3 events at the fair: reining, ranch pleasure, and western showmanship. Gillespie is one of thousands of students in 4-H that participate at the fair. She says she loves representing where she's from when she comes to compete.
I feel like sometimes smaller counties get overlooked, but there's really good people down in there. You don't see them so often.
We also checked out all the sheep for the market lamb showmanship. They just had a fresh haircut too, very cute as well. But throughout the weekend, this is just really a glimpse of what you can see here at the State Fair when you come on out, and it's definitely worth checking out to see these gorgeous animals. I do want to remind you guys that the State Fair does close tonight at 11. The last time though you can get in through the gates is 8 p.m. if you do decide to come on out. Anne-Marie and Felicia?
All right, Ella, thanks so much. And it is hot out there. So keep in mind, if you have plans to go to the State Fair, that the entrance is a little bit different this year and how you navigate getting there has changed.
Yeah, Rob Ellis joins us with a look at what you'll want to know before driving there. This is good, Rob, because, you know, people have been going for years and you're like, where's this? What's going on?
And one of the things that's always been an issue is getting into which gate can you go into? And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about all of those gates. There are many around the
perimeter. There are several main entrances, one here on 38th Street, one, Gate 2, up on 42nd Street, and then Gate 6. Now, this is the one that's just been completely remodeled recently, and this is good news if you come in on Fall Creek, because now you're able to turn left into this gate when the gate is open. I'll talk about that in a second, in addition to that right turn that you can make off of Fall Creek. That wasn't the case in previous years. You couldn't make that left turn. This new gate allows that. Now, keep in mind, when the parking lots do fill up, many of these gates will close. That has been the case for Gate 6 earlier in the day. Today it was closed as the parking lot filled up, unless you are looking for an ADA accessible entrance. This may be one that you can use, but this newly remodeled entrance is certainly going to change things up a bit, and it just looks much nicer as well.
All right, Rob, thank you so much giving us a heads up. We want to go into the gate closest to the food.
Always. Get in and get out.
Well, you should also know that tomorrow is WTHR is hosting Fair Weather Day at the Indiana State Fair.
And that means our entire 13 weather team is going to be out there. They want to meet and greet with you. They want to take some pictures with you. And they also are hosting a special weather academy. This is for you and the family to enjoy.
I love it. You can find our weather team at the Family Fun Park from 10 to 2. Family Fun Park. All right, of course, we got you covered when it comes to all things at the State Fair.
Yeah, we put a special section together for you at WTHR.com. That's where you can check out what is new this year at the fair, some of the new foods, some of the new attractions, also the daily schedule and hours, and also your weather forecast for every day. Remember, the fair is closed on Mondays.
Yes, it helps to do a little planning before you go out there, especially when you're packing up all the kids.
Yes.
All right, happening now. The family of a man accused of shooting at Metro Police before they shot and killed him is holding a news conference.
Right, we want to show you a look at the place where Dallas Jets family will be addressing the media tonight, as well as other members of the community. After they make that address tonight, they plan to host a candlelight vigil at 6 o'clock.
It looks like they're gathering there right now, but here's a bit of the background. Jets family has asked to view the body cam video from the shooting a little more than 2 weeks ago near 37th and Franklin. At last check, an IMPD had not allowed them to watch yet, saying they are still investigating, but said they did intend to share it.
The family is getting rather impatient, and they say they do want transparency on this investigation. So we have our Logan Gay, who's at that news conference. She'll be there sharing and learning what the family has to say about this, and we'll have a full report for us coming up here on 13 News at 6 o'clock.
Tonight, we're learning more about a shooting involving police in Carmel.
This happened in the southbound lanes of US 31 right near 116th Street in Hamilton County. Ashton Hackman breaks down what started the investigation and then what followed.
Police tell us this started as a welfare check involving a suicidal 18-year-old. Carmel police officers later found the teen parked along this stretch of US 31, where they say he confronted officers with a rifle.
2 Carmel police officers then shot the suspect.
Arriving ambulance, you got gunshot wounds to the chest and to the arms.
Neither officer was hurt. Police say both of them immediately gave aid to the suspect.
Fortunate to report that all of the officers who very bravely acted tonight, they are all okay.
31 was shut down for hours as police gathered evidence.
Trying to put all the pieces together. These investigations are complex, and we do our very best to answer every question in full transparency.
Carmel Mayor Sue Finkham saying in a statement, "I'm thankful our Carmel police officers are safe," adding, "My thoughts are with all involved." While neither officer was shot, Indy FOP President Rick Snyder says attacks on officers are on the rise.
We're seeing across the country, especially in major cities, crime and violence trending down, but at the same time, the level of violence directed at our law enforcement officers is either remaining the same or actually increasing.
Snyder says this year, on average, an officer has been shot in the U.S. every 26 hours.
That's just officers shot. That doesn't include the number of officers that have been shot at and not struck, had deadly threats posed to them with no shots being fired. So it's a stark reality that our officers are facing.
A reality now at the center of another police shooting investigation, this time in Carmel.
At last check, the 18-year-old was in critical condition but stable at a hospital. Indiana State Police are leading this investigation. In Carmel, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
We've requested that body cam and dash cam video from the police in Carmel, and we'll update you once we learn more about that request.
Developing tonight, a woman is facing 6 preliminary charges, including attempted murder, after turning herself into police following a shooting. She's accused of shooting another woman around 2:45 this morning near East 16th and North Emerson Avenue. Metro Police tell us the victim is hospitalized in critical condition. The suspect faces several other preliminary charges, including domestic battery and unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon.
Tonight, a man is charged with felony OWI, accused of driving drunk, speeding through a roundabout, and killing a woman in Fishers. This all went down on Tuesday night at 96th Street and Allisonville Road. 56-year-old Suzanne Hayden Tyndall died in that scene. The court documents now reveal that police say that Corey Amick admitted to drinking a lot of alcohol that night, and now there is a warrant out for his arrest.
Central Indiana faces a deep affordable housing crisis driven by rising rents, high eviction rates, and a shortage of housing units.
So much of the focus is on building some new affordable housing, but now our Jenna Webster explains how there's one group that is taking a whole different approach. This is about keeping people in their homes.
When the Lewises bought their Indianapolis home in 2022, they had no idea it would become such a money pit. They also had no idea there was so much help available to them.
In just a few years, it's needed gutter, HVAC, and water heater repairs.
It had been 3 months, and I'm carrying cauldrons, I call them. When I was able to go in there, turn on the hot water, and you get heat, you get water, you get hot. Oh, it was wonderful.
Home Repairs for Good helped the couple fix everything for free. The nonprofit does repairs for older adults or people with disabilities who live below 150% of the federal poverty line, focusing on helping people age in place and preserving an affordable home.
Something we've been discovering more and more each year is the fact that there are plenty of repairs under $4,000 that you can provide to somebody and help them stay in place safely and have a better quality of life.
Work that becomes even more important when the National Multifamily Housing Council now says it will take 98 years for Indianapolis to close its affordable housing gap. That's at the current rate of construction. In Indianapolis, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
Last year, Home Repairs for Good helped 330 homeowners with more than 600 repairs, and they say when they look ahead this year, they're on track to do even more.
So much going on this Friday night. It's the first night of the fair. We have Beatles tribute at Symphony on the Prairie. We've got music at Ruoff. A very muggy night. We'll be dodging a few downpours as well. I'll have your forecast.
These sorts of places foster community, and when we lose them, it destroys community.
We're now learning another Broad Ripple business is preparing to close for good.
And it's not the only one. The impact recent closures are having on the area. Next.